Hey everybody, just a quick update on my Gourami tank here. I decided I was going to give it more of a thorough cleaning. I'm still getting that weird growth in there. I'm still not sure whether this stuff is really the blackbeard algae or whether it's cyanobacteria. Not 100% sure of what all this crud is, but it just keeps coming back after I black the tank out. It looks dead, but then a few days later, what's left in there comes back with a vengeance. So today I did a water change, a big water change. I took a soft bristled scrub brush, and I scrubbed the glass down. I scrubbed not this rock, but this rock got scrubbed down gently, and that rock got scrubbed down gently. I also scrubbed the wood off a little bit. I wiped a little bit of this end of the glass down. It's kind of hard to get my arm in there at the right angle, and by then the fish were so panicking and freaking out and the water level was low, I just decided to leave it for now. I also did a big filter change, and it really wasn't that dirty. It hadn't been that long since I'd done one, but I did it anyway just to get the filter cleaned out. And I also scrubbed around on the grate of the powerhead a little bit. It's still kind of clogged and dirty, but it really made a big difference about how much water is moving around the tank. And of course, with the filter being cleaned, that was the main thing I wanted to show in here. Is you can just see all the detritus just swirling everywhere. So I've got tons of water circulation in this tank, and of course this air stone now is just going to be a little added protection. The air stone, of course, is for the chemi-clean. I did dump some chemi-clean in there, and after a few days of that, we're going to see where we stand. And if I decide I need to black the tank out again, then I've already got an air stone in there. If you don't follow along regularly, I just lost my black ghost knifefish tank that I'd had for many years due to blacking out a tank and not compensating for the gas exchange. I wound up running into a variety of factors that just created the perfect storm of scenario. My filter got sort of clogged up. The water surface wasn't moving around very vigorously. There was biofilm on the surface, and the tank being blacked out for 4 days all combined to make the tank basically almost oxygen poor, almost probably devoid of oxygen at that point by the time I got that one up and running. So I do still have the air stone going in that one. I've made a couple little changes to that tank. We'll get to that later. This is just a quick update on this one. So I do now have an air stone in here. The times I've blacked this tank out, the first time I did it, I lost one fish, my whiptail catfish. I don't know if that was due to oxygen deprivation or something else, but I lost it. And I've blacked this tank out 2 or 3 times since then without putting an air stone in there, and I've never had an issue. But after now losing my black ghost knifefish tank, my black ghost knifefish in my black ghost knifefish tank, then from now on, whenever I do a tank blackout, I'm going to use an air stone. And as I said, I just put some chemi-clean treatment in here, and you have to use an air stone with the chemi-clean. So we're all good to go and ready to get this tank treated. I really want to get it back to the way it was before. I never had a problem with algae in this tank for years, and then I just don't know what happened. Something changed, and I suddenly have just not been able to get on top of or stay on top of the algae in this tank. I don't know if you noticed that little Corydoras just caught a ride to the surface in that column of bubbles. That was pretty funny. So, alright everybody, that was just a quick update on the Gourami tank. Got my filter sitting out so I can change it again in a few days probably. And then of course we got the air pump sitting there working the air stone. So make sure you're subscribed, that way you won't miss anything. Thanks for watching this one. Don't forget, this is my Gourami tank, despite the fact that there's only 2 little Gouramis in there at the moment, but that will change in the future. So thanks again, and I'll see you real soon in the next one.